Intro. Hello, everything is fine. Welcome to our script reading for The Good Place. And now, Clinton, whenever you're ready, take us away.
All right. We start with interior wine cellar night. Michael walks to the door that emits glowing blue honeycombs as Janet follows behind. Michael begins to open the door, which leads to another dimension.
What the hell is that?
Michael and Janet turn around to find Eleanor, Chidi, Tahani, and Jason facing them.
Oh, hey guys. What are you doing down here?
The door is open all the way, now revealing glowing blue waves slowly spinning in a circle.
Well, we came to get more champagne, which is right behind the magic door.
Chidi gestures towards the door. Michael swings the door shut, causing the door to collapse into itself and disappear. As the door vanishes, it makes an electric buzzing noise. Chidi's eyes widen.
What door?
Eleanor moves towards Michael.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Who are you and why are you talking about us?
Tahani joins her.
What is the good place? And what are afterlife points? And who has the most? Is it me?
Jason stands beside Eleanor and Tahani.
Wait a second. I know this guy. You're Zach Pizzazz. He got me here from Jacksonville.
No, this is the librarian from the university.
Chidi steps forward, and now Michael is confronted by all four of them.
Well, I know him as Gordon Indigo, a very rude Silicon Valley investor.
Michael chuckles nervously.
Oh, all right, guys. I can explain everything. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Michael pulls Janet to the side as he steps away from the group.
How do we get out of this?
Well, they heard us explaining the entire system of the afterlife, and they saw an interdimensional door open and close, so not a ton of wiggle room here.
Oh, but you're forgetting one crucial piece of information.
Michael nods.
Right. I mean, you're forgetting one crucial piece of information that'll save us.
Yo, buddy, you have like 3 seconds to explain this crazy space store. Chidi here is going to beat you up.
Eleanor grabs Chidi by the arm and pushes him forward towards Michael.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Tahani points to Chidi.
Yes.
But I would like to know about the space door.
All right, I don't know what choice we have. I'll tell you the truth. My name is Special Agent Rick Justice, and this is Lisa, Frenchie Fugo. We're with the FBI, and all of you are in grave danger.
Suspenseful music plays.
I knew it.
Interior, living room, continuous. Michael and Janet are standing in front of Jason, Eleanor, Tahani, and Chidi as they sit listening to Michael explain.
Agent Fuqua and I are paranormal investigators. We're here to protect you from demons.
Michael turns towards Janet.
No, wait, that's real.
Michael turns towards Eleanor, Chidi, Tahani, and Jason.
Ghouls. We're here to protect you from ghouls. Now, I had to appear in different disguises to keep tabs, but you are all involved together in this FBI case.
Eleanor scoffs.
No, we can prove this. We have detailed files on all of you. Ask Janet anything.
Janet's eyes get wide and her mouth drops as she turns to Michael.
Who's Janet?
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Sorry.
Michael tries to laugh it off, and Janet follows suit.
Frenchie's nickname is Janet.
I thought her nickname was Frenchie.
It is. That's why they call her Lisa.
Michael and Janet face each other.
Double nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Fuqua.
Okay, guys, I used to work at a place that used to be raided by the FBI pretty frequently. I know a Fed when I see one. And these two jamokes are not FBI, okay?
Eleanor gets up and walks towards Janet and Michael.
Who are you, really?
All right. All right, fine. Just give me 1 second.
One.
Michael turns his back to Eleanor to talk to Janet in confidence.
Serious question.
Yeah?
Should we kill them?
What?
Well, it might work. We kill them. Go back through the door. Somehow grab them before they get to the bad place and regroup from there. I could kill them right now. And you know, it would be easy. Their bodies are very poorly made. They're mostly goo and juice. That you just take out some of the juice and then they're dead.
Michael, they've seen through the door into the afterlife, and they heard how it works. It's over.
Sad music plays. Michael and Janet walked back towards the others.
Fine. I guess I'll start at the beginning. You all died.
Exterior mansion, day. Eleanor is sitting on the couch.
Well, this sucks.
Michael is sitting on a chair as Janet stands by his side. Chidi is pacing.
So, to sum up, there is a heaven and hell. We've been to hell, and now no matter how good we are for the rest of our lives, we're going back to hell.
Well, again, it's not the classic Christian hell, but that's the gist, yes. And as soon as you've learned about the afterlife, your motivation to be good is corrupted. So you can't earn points anymore. So sorry for eternally dooming you.
And that's our bad guys.
So, all the attempts you made to torture us, we must have been in the afterlife for 100 years.
Well, 300 actually.
Well, how is it possible that all these things happened to us, but no time has passed on Earth? Did you go back in time to save us?
Michael stands up.
I didn't have to because of Jeremy BEARIMY.
Who's Jeremy BEARIMY?
Michael walks to grab a painting.
Okay. Things in the afterlife don't happen while things are happening here. Because while time on Earth moves in a straight line,
Michael flips the painting over. He grabs a marker and begins to draw on the back as he explains how time works.
one thing happens, then the next, then the next. Time in the afterlife moves into a Jeremy BEARIMY.
What?
Well, in the afterlife, time doubles back and loops around and ends up looking something like...
Michael turns around and points to the back of the painting where he's drawn out the afterlife timeline.
Jeremy BEARIMY. This is the timeline in the afterlife. Happens to kind of look like the name Jeremy BEARIMY in cursive English. So that's what we call it.
Sorry, my brain is melting. How can events happen before the ones that happened before?
Well, it's just the way it works. It's Jeremy BEARIMY. I don't know what to tell you. It's the easiest way to describe it.
Chidi walks towards the chart, pointing.
Okay, but what the hell is this?
Chidi taps on the dot on the timeline.
The dot over the I. The hell is that?
Okay. How do I explain this concisely? This is Tuesdays, and it's also July.
And sometimes it's never.
That's true.
Michael turns to the chart.
Occasionally, that moment on the BEARIMY timeline is the time moment when nothing never occurs. So
Michael turns to Chidi.
you get it?
This broke me. The dot over the I, that broke me. I'm done.
Chidi walks away.
You know what? I'm glad this whole thing happened, because now I can go back to living my life the way I used to, only caring about myself, because being good is pointless.
No, please. Eleanor.
No, thank you. I'm outie. See you in hell.
Eleanor turns her back on everyone following Chidi. Eleanor gasps and turns back towards the group.
You know what I just realized? I always say that when leaving a room, but right now it's accurate. I will literally see all of you in hell.
Not if I see you first.
Tahani gets up to leave.
Let's go, Jason.
No. Look, you guys. This is not over. We have to stay together. Now, look, we'll figure something out.
Jason gets up and follows Tahani out.
Like this one idea I had. I could kill all of you.
Michael turns back to see Janet standing at the chart. She points to the dot, smiling.
That's my birthday.
Interior, Drinking Nemo bar, continuous. Eleanor pulls up a seat at the bar. She points to the sign that says, 1 free drink on your birthday.
Hey, buddy. It's my birthday. 1 free margarita, please.
Well, happy birthday. Can I just see some ID?
No.
The bartender chuckles.
Why not?
Well, because it's not really my birthday. I just want a free margarita.
Well, if I just randomly gave you a free drink, I'd have to do it for everyone. Pretty soon, I'd be out of business.
Eleanor chuckles.
Then do it for everyone. Just do it for me, because it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
The bartender walks away. Interior, Tahani's living room, day. Tahani moves a painting to reveal a safe with the words Swanson Safe Company engraved on it.
Jason, I have an idea, but it's a little risky. I need you to act as my bodyguard. Like my friend Kevin Costner in that movie where he was a bodyguard. The bodyguard?
No problem. My cousin once hired me to do crowd control for his off-brand SeaWorld.
Tahani opens the safe.
Well, technically it was just a bunch of kiddie pools full of jellyfish. And instead of a killer whale, they killed a whale.
Interior, Sydney Opera House, day. A group of women are looking over blueprints.
Excuse me, miss. We'd like to buy 1 opera, please.
The group looks over at Jason. Tahani puts her hand out to stop Jason from speaking any further. They walk up to the group.
What he means is I would like to give $2 million to the Sydney Opera.
Mr. Al-Jamil, this is so generous. With a donation of that size, we will dedicate a rehearsal hall in your honor.
No, thank you, but no. Lovely as it sounds, to add to my collection of wings and atria, this gift will be anonymous.
As you wish. I'll draw up the papers.
The woman excuses herself and walks away.
Why don't you want your name on the opera house? I love getting my name on stuff. In Jacksonville, I got a flu virus named after me because I kissed a bat on a dare.
Well, I was thinking about why I was sent to hell, as one is wont to do when one has recently been told that they've been sent to hell. And it occurred to me. I have always been held captive by my desire for attention. Now that I know it all ends, I just want to be virtuous for virtue's sake.
That's beautiful. I gotta say, though, if you want to do more charity, I know a way that could be a lot more fun.
Jason puts out his hand. Tahani laughs and takes it as Jason leads the way. Exterior college campus day. Chidi is walking through the grass. A hippie-ish dude with a mustache, a long beard, and long curly hair with a magenta bandana around his head approaches him.
Hey, do you want to talk to God?
God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. Who will wipe this blood off us?
Chidi reaches towards the hippie and grabs his shirt with both hands as he looks deeply into his eyes, as if he is looking into his soul.
What festivals of atonement? What sacred games shall we have to invent? Friedrich Nietzsche, 1882.
I was just trying to sell you drugs, and you made it weird.
The hippie runs away, the sprinklers turn on, and all of them are pointed directly at Chidi. A drenched Chidi takes off his shirt and sweater vest. He drops his clothing on the ground and walks away. Interior, office, day. Michael sits at a computer with Janet by his side.
I've never written a manifesto before. What are you going to say?
It'll be a complete account of everything we've learned, from the beginning of my neighborhood to right now. And then I recommend my recommendation of how we feel the afterlife could be improved. And we turn ourselves in. We'll give it to the judge. Hopefully, she'll read it. We failed, Janet. But maybe one day, someone else will succeed. Okay, so a manifesto by my... where's the H? Keyboard didn't have an H.
Well...
Oh, wait. I see it.
Michael chuckles.
Oh, no. Oh, look what I did.
Yeah.
I wrote Michael. Oh, that's, okay. Back.
Maybe you should dictate and I should type.
Janet leans over and begins typing furiously fast. The computer shows that Janet has already written a paragraph in a matter of milliseconds.
Good call.
Just laying out some early details. Go ahead and start dictating.
Interior, drinking Nemo. Day. The bartender talks with Eleanor as he leans on the bar. Eleanor holds an empty margarita glass as she bites the end of a straw.
Look, there have to be rules. Every place has rules.
Fine. Here are my rules. Rule number 1, I get to do whatever I want, and you all just have to deal with it. Rule 2, no more Spider-Man movies. There's way too many Spider-Man movies. Too many dorky little twerpy Spider-Men.
Eleanor makes a slurping noise as she drinks out of her empty glass.
Rule 3, everyone leave me alone.
So you just take care of yourself. You don't owe anything to anyone else. If people lived that way, society would break down.
Yeah. In America, everyone does whatever they want. Society did break down. It's terrible, and that's great. You only look out for number 1, scream at whoever disagrees with you. There are no bees because they all died, and if you need surgery, you just beg for money on the internet. It's perfect system. Now get me another drink. Tomorrow is my birthday.
As Eleanor leans back and stretches, she finds a wallet on the ground.
Well, wallet.
She picks up the wallet and begins looking through it. She takes the money out of the wallet.
My rules say I get to take the cash out and keep it because in my society, I do whatever I want because I'm awesome.
Eleanor is about to put the money in her pocket, but stops herself. She tries again, but hesitates. She wrestles with herself to keep the money a few more times.
Just take it. Take it, Eleanor. Just, ugh!
Exterior house, day. A taxi pulls up in front of a house.
All right, this is the address on the license. That'll be $58.
Keep the meter running. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to head to the airport and get the hell out of this trashy country where everyone is either a criminal or a spider.
Eleanor gets out of the taxi. A woman opens up the front door of the house.
Hello, ma'am. Is there a Fred Booth here? I found his wallet, and now I'm doing a nice thing and returning it because I suck.
Sorry, he moved. I can give you his new address if you'd like. Actually, I have some of his mail. If you're gonna go see him, could you bring it along?
Of course, I'd love to bring some rando his mail. Anything else you want me to schlep over?
Eleanor walks back to the taxi with many assorted items belonging to Fred Booth, including a garden hose, a lamp, and a houseplant.
Well, this awesome day gets awesomer.
When Eleanor returns to the taxi, she is buried by the belongings.
Before the airport, we're heading to 78 Palmer Street.
The taxi driver looks back at Eleanor.
Huh. That's right next to the bar I picked you up at. I feel like a bloody boomerang.
Of course you do.
Interior, B&G grocery store, day. A shirtless Chidi slowly pushes a cart down the aisle with the look on his face that would suggest that his life is slowly being sucked out of him. Chidi extends his arm and listlessly swipes cans of chili from the display shelf into his cart. He does the same thing with packages of Peeps and bags of M&Ms. A store clerk approaches Chidi. Chidi smiles.
Hello.
Sir, you, can't shop here without a shirt.
Oh,
Chidi grabs a purple shirt from the rack that is conveniently by his side. He puts it on over his chiseled abs, and it's a bit too tight. He looks down to read it. The shirt says, "Who, what, when, where, wine," and has a wine glass with purple swirls on it. Chidi smiles and gives 2 thumbs up to the clerk. An overstock of almond milk, chili, colorful Peeps, and peanut M&Ms waits for Chidi at the end of the conveyor belt. In front of Chidi, a huge container of almonds that he stole from a display.
So that'll be $880.
here's my credit card. Why don't you just charge it and keep it forever? And also, here's the keys to my car. Wait, do you guys have a take a car, leave a car tray?
The clerk stares at Chidi with a look of confusion on her face and just barely shakes her head.
No? Just take it. Just take it.
Chidi hands the checker his keys with a smile on his face. Cut to exterior, a brick building, day. A transient is rooting through the trash.
Excuse me, sir.
Jason runs up to the man with a Jaguar's duffel bag over his shoulder.
Would you like some free money?
Jason has stacks of cash in his hand, which he gives to the man, who looks at the money and then back at Jason. As he continues running, Jason looks back at the man.
Now you can buy fingers for your gloves.
Exterior, the park, continuous. Tahani approaches a woman who is pushing the baby in a stroller. Jason bends down to the baby.
Hello, madam. Are you poor?
Tahani hands the woman a stack of cash, and she looks at the money with her mouth ajar.
Here's $5,000 for a new stroller. Have a nice day.
Jason waves to the baby with a stack of cash in his hand and then places the stack into the stroller. They walk away.
You don't have to say the "are you poor" part.
Right.
Exterior, art gallery, continuous. Tahani and Jason continue to give money to more strangers on the street.
Hello. Here's some money.
Here you go.
Jason tosses a bundle of cash to a passerby.
Hello.
Exterior theater, continuous. A woman plays the violin in front of the theater. Jason runs up to her.
Here you go. Now you can buy a bigger chin guitar.
Jason bends down and drops stacks of money in her violin case and runs off. The violin player stops playing and looks down in awe. Exterior restaurant, continuous. Tahani holds a plastic cup with a straw and talks to Jason as they sit at a table.
This was truly a great plan.
Oh, thanks.
Jason looks at the stack of money.
Man, there's so many times that just this amount of money would have changed my life. I could have paid my rent. I could have gone to a real doctor instead of pretending I was a big dog so I could go to the vet.
Tahani looks side to side.
That gives me an idea, which I suppose one could argue means that anything could have given me an idea. Come with me.
Exterior, F&B, continuous.
I'm sorry, miss.
Interior, F&B, continuous. The bank clerk sits with Tahani at his desk.
Jamil, but I just don't feel comfortable processing this request.
Why not?
Well, it just seems a bit odd to transfer the totality of your account, 131 million British pounds, to the account of this person.
The bank clerk gestures to her left. Jason has managed to fit 6 lollipops into his mouth, and he holds 3 in his hands. Jason looks at the bank clerk.
A man who so flagrantly is ignoring the 1 lollipop per customer rule.
Jason now holds 3 lollipops in one hand and the remainder of lollipops in his other.
No, I walked out and back in each time, so I'm a different customer.
Jason transfers 2 of the 3 lollipops into his other hand and takes the last one, flips it, and then skillfully catches it in his mouth.
We're technically supposed to shut down the bank if anyone from Florida even walks in.
Look, all my life this money has been a weight around my neck. Like the heart of the ocean necklace my friend James Cameron once gave me. I don't want the money. My friend Jason does. I would like to give it to him.
If it's easier, you can just put it on a GameStop gift card.
That does not make it easier. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
The clerk gets up from her desk and walks away. Exterior, interior, Fred's Booth's house, day. The man who lost his wallet at the restaurant opens his door. Eleanor stands on the other side of the door with a less than amused look on her face as she holds ton of his crap in both of her arms.
Good day.
Fred, my name is Eleanor Shellstrop. I have all your crap.
Without being invited, she walks inside his house and puts his stuff on a chair.
And your wallet.
She holds up Fred's wallet. She hands it to Fred.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
It was nothing.
Fred opens the wallet and goes through it.
Dude, I didn't take your money. I would never even think of doing that.
No, I'm not worried about that.
He pulls out a piece of paper.
Here it is.
He reveals a drawing with stick figures that says, "Good luck, Daddy," to Eleanor.
I started a new job a few months ago, and I got really nervous. So my daughter Carolyn drew this for me to make me feel better. It's my good luck charm. Every time I'm stressed at work now, I just have to look at this. And I feel safe. Look, a lot of people wouldn't have tried so hard to get this to me. You are a good person, Eleanor. I really hope my daughter turns out like you when she grows up.
Eleanor is now in tears as she nods her head.
Are you all right?
No, you shut up.
Fred raises his eyebrows. Eleanor wipes her tears.
Sorry, it has been a weird day.
Exterior, college campus, day. College students stand and talk and walk and play frisbee outside of the campus.
Put the peeps in the chili pot.
Interior, college classroom, continuous. Chidi drops peeps into a large pot of chili.
And eat them both up. You put the peeps in the chili pot and add the M&Ms.
Chidi drops M&Ms into the mix as he dances, as his class stares with a mixture of expressions from disbelief to total boredom.
You put the peeps in the chili pot.
Chidi stirs the chili.
It makes it taste bad. I'm gonna eat all this chili.
Chidi smiles at his class, who maintain their expressions.
And or die trying. Anyone want any? I'm just gonna put it down right here.
Chidi puts the chili on the ground. No one gets up to try his dumpster fire concoction. Chidi chews while he speaks.
Give me a little pause in my chilies. Give me a little mittens right in the stew.
Professor, I can see that you're going through something, but exams are next week. So, can you teach us anything?
All right, nerd. You want to learn something? I'll teach you something. I'm going to teach you the meaning of life. How do you like them apples? Now, over the last 2,500 years, Western philosophers have formed three main theories on how to live an ethical life. Now, first, there's virtue ethics. Aristotle believed that there were certain virtues of mind and character, like courage or generosity.
Flashback. Interior Opera House. When Tahani and Jason gave the donation.
And you should try to develop yourself in accordance with those virtues.
The gift will be anonymous.
Interior. College class. Continuous. Chidi turns to his students. He speaks with his hands to emphasize his points, and the students watch attentively.
Next, there's consequentialism. The basis for judgment about whether something is right or wrong stems from the consequences of that action.
Flashback. Exterior art gallery. Jason and Tahani are giving money to strangers who pass them on the street.
How much utility or good did that accomplish versus how much pain or bad? And finally,
Jason waves his fist of cash in the air while two male recipients of some of his generosity smile in amazement. One of the men holds up his fists in solidarity. A woman who holds a stack of cash in her hand hugs Tahani. Interior, class, continuous. Chidi paces from side to side as he talks.
there's deontology, the school of thought that there are strict rules.
Flashback. Interior, drinking Nemo. When Eleanor sits at the bar, she fights with herself about whether or not to take the money from Fred's wallet.
And duties that everyone must adhere to in a functioning society.
Flashback. Interior, Fred's house when Eleanor hands Fred the wallet.
Being ethical is simply identifying and obeying those duties and following those rules.
Interior, Chidi's class, continuous. Chidi points and steps to the side as he continues to talk.
But here's the thing, my little chili babies. All three of those theories are hot, stinky, cat dookie. The true meaning of life, the actual ethical system that you all should follow, is nihilism.
The class looks at him with confusion and defeat. Then they look at each other for answers.
The world is empty. There is no point to anything, and you're just gonna die. So, do whatever. And now, I'm gonna eat my marshmallow candy chili in silence, and you all can jump up your own butts.
A student raises her hand.
Is that going to be on the test?
Yes and no. You all get A's or F's, and there is no test. And you all failed it. And you all got A's. So who cares? Goodbye. Goodbye.
The students grab their stuff and leave the class. Chidi sits with his mouth open and a blank look in his eyes. Eleanor stares at Chidi with her arms crossed.
Cool lecture.
Chidi looks at Eleanor as she walks towards him.
And cooler shirt. Feeling all right?
Feel fine? I do have a stomach ache. Why do I always have a stomach ache?
Well, you just ate 50 pounds of chili, bro. This one's on you.
Eleanor shakes her head.
Look, I know the future seems bleak, but I have a plan. Come with me.
Eleanor goes up the stairs. Chidi goes to pick up the chili. Eleanor turns around.
Nuh-uh. Leave the chili, weirdo.
Interior office, day. Michael sits on a desk while Janet stands next to him. Michael puts down a stack of papers and taps on the top page.
A complete account of every single thing we've done and learned.
I added all the data we've gathered here on Earth in chart and graph form. And I added a pretty tasty little recipe for cinnamon rolls made out of pizza dough.
Maybe someone, someday, can learn from our mistakes and enact real change in the process of judging people.
Michael taps his thigh and stands up.
Oh. But for now, Janet, Old friend,
He gently grabs Janet's arms and smiles.
we're going to enjoy our time on Earth before we're retired.
Hmm.
Hey, so let's get started. I know it's touristy, but I'd really like to visit a lens crafter.
Eleanor peeks her head into the office.
Ooh, and I'd like to get bangs.
Chidi walks up to Eleanor. Michael gasps, and Janet turns around.
Whew, hey guys, it's really nice to see you.
Eleanor and Chidi walk into the office.
Is everything okay? I mean, other than, everything?
We've started to accept our fates. It's all chilly under the bridge.
Jason walks past the office, but takes a few steps back when he sees the others.
Oh, good. You're all here. Big news, everyone.
Tahani stands by Jason's side.
We got...
Tahani leans into Jason as they continue to speak in unison.
Married.
Tacos!
Tahani looks at him pointedly.
Oh yeah. We got married, and then after we got married, we got tacos.
Tahani rolls her eyes and gestures to Jason. Janet contorts her face as if she's in pain.
Wow! Wow, that's crazy!
Well, it's strictly platonic, of course.
Michael turns and looks at Janet. They nod simultaneously.
We only did it so I could give him legally half the money. We just popped over to the British Embassy and signed the papers.
That's insane! But it's also like the 11th most insane thing to happen today, so who cares? I need everyone to focus up. So, the 4 of us, the 6 of us really, are doomed. Our fates are sealed, but I think we have one move left. We can try.
Try what?
Try to do good. That stupid little voice in my head told me to do something good today. And it was so annoying, but it also made a dork and his very untalented daughter super happy. Me trying. Just a little bit. Put some good out into the world. The 6 of us are not getting into the good place, but there are still people in this world that we care about. So I say we try and help them be good people. Try and help them get in. I mean, why not try? It's better than not trying, right?
That's a lovely sentiment, Eleanor. Let's try. I'm in.
I'm in too. I'm going to remember this day forever because of your dope speech. And also because of the great tacos I had. And also because I got married. And I found out I was going to hell. And I also became a 100 millionaire.
All right, we get it. We get it.
Goes without saying that we're in.
Michael turns to Janet.
Well, let's say it anyway.
Janet nods and Michael turns towards the others.
We're in.
We're
in. All right. You go. We're in. I'm just so excited.
We're in.
What do you say, bud? You want to join the Soul Squad? Try to save some souls?
Yeah, I'm in.
Michael sighs.
Ooh.
But first, I have to go to the bathroom forever.
An attractive guy with a duffel bag over his shoulder walks by the office. He peeks his head in and enters, and beelines for Tahani.
There you are, my love. I was just on my way to the MRI lab. Thought I heard your voice. Ready to go to the airport, start our lives together?
Eleanor pulls out her phone.
Go ahead, Tahani. We're rolling.
Yay! End of episode! Round of applause. Take a bow before I stop the recording. And we're out.